Are you in need of great graphic designs? Then head on over to Twitter and follow at FIFA Iris Player to receive the best cheap graphic designs, and also use the discount code FIFAGFX for a cheeky little discount. Link in the description. Yo guys, how's it going, and welcome back to another video here today. And today I have got another thumbnail tutorial for you guys, and it's going to be how to make a team of the season thumbnail, full on, no editing at all. Just going to be music in the background. If that classes as editing, then whatever. But as you can see on your screen right now, we have got a HD team of the season Griezmann card that I have ended up making, and I do post my HD cards on Twitter. Link is in the description if you want to go and get them. But if you want to make your own HD cards, then you can go over to this product here on Selflight. You can see the URL in the top. That is what you have to download, and you can make your own HD cards, you can make some prediction ones, whatever. It is completely down to you. But if you feel like you don't want to do either, then you can go to Foot HD Hub. This is an amazing site. You can get the side cards, you can get the full cards, just knock down and get whatever you want. This is what I'm going to be using in today's video. But yeah, I'm just going to head straight on into the video to say how you make this HD team of the season. Yeah, so what you want to do is make a new product, and that is the resolution and stuff and whatever you want to set up. That is what we're going to name it, and that is what our background is going to look like. 1080p thumbnail, and I'm going to be making this for AME FIFA. His link is in the description if you want to go and check out his YouTube. A great YouTuber, and I would recommend following him. So he's decided to make a pack opening, and he wants me to make his thumbnail. So what we're going to add is just a blank normal background, and to do this we're just going to add a normal stadium background. Just add that in onto your canvas and it will eventually appear. There it is, and then drag it to the top left hand corner. Make sure you hold down shift when you do this. Shift, left click, drag down to the bottom corner, and then once you're in position just double click and it will put itself in there. So that is the blank canvas that we have set up. And yeah, what you want to do now is add a hue. This is going to help change the colour. So say if you want it to be a blue colour, then you can just put it on blue. Make sure the saturation is on 100%, and you might be thinking that's green. So let's just press colorize and it will do it itself, and then make sure you drag it back up to 100% and then turn the colour that you want. I might turn down the lightness a little bit. That is going to be doing perfectly. So what I want to do, because it is a pack opening video, I want to add a pack burst, and as you may see in my other tabs, I have got this pack burst right here. So what I'm going to add is I'm going to move this above the gradient map thing. Yeah, and then I'm going to group these layers there by holding down shift. So click on the layer you want, hold down shift, and then right click, merge layers. So I've just redone it and got rid of the triangles, so that'll look perfectly fine. And we'll add this into the untitled thumbnail, and that is going to go around there. So that looks quite nice. It may not look right at the minute, so what we're going to do now is press Ctrl Alt Z to undo everything, and then we're going to get rid of that and then hide that. And then we're going to group these layers again, hold down shift again, and then you will get this, and then put that over the top here. So as you can see now, it doesn't affect the saturation or the hue of the map. This bit here, if I did add it in, then it would mess it up, so make sure you do it like that. So what I have also made myself is my own little pack burst here. Just made some triangles and changed the gradient of it. Pretty easy to do. So yeah, just keep repeating that, and then I'm going to put that around there, but this time I'm going to put it in front of that, and then I'm going to leave it just like that. Again, it may look weird at the minute, so what we're going to do with the gradient map is put linear dodge add, and then we will tone down this part of it so it's just a bit transparent, but that looks perfectly nice. But this triangles, they can go on the front, looks a bit better. And I'm going to get rid of these here. Don't know whether it's going to, that'll look quite nice there. And as you can see, I've added a feather, so it looks alright. We're going to use that feather later on. So what we're going to add now is the HD Benzema card, as this is one that was requested for me to use. So I am going to add that in. Let me get up. There you go, guys. I've added in my team of the season Benzema. So what we're going to do is we're going to shrink it down to around there, and then we're going to put it in the pack. Don't leave it outside the pack, make sure you put it in underneath the gradient map and there, and then you're going to leave it like that. But at the minute it looks a bit packed at the minute, so we're going to make this bit here, the blue bit, bigger. So we're going to press Ctrl T, make sure you hold down shift so the resolution stays the same, and then we're going to drag it into position. That looks a lot better. So now what we're going to do with the Benzema card, we're going to rasterize it, and then we want to hold down shift when we make this circle. So we held down shift, and there, that will be alright. Just make sure it goes in line with the card outline. So when you've done that, you want to right click and then select inverse, and then we're going to press delete once. As you can see, it's feathered around it, it fades out outside of it, and then it makes it look like the pack is actually opening. So that looks very nice indeed. So we're going to pull this layer, hold down, and then we're going to pull them all up to the top right there. So what it looks like on this light burst is it cuts off at the bottom where you can see my mouse is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the eraser tool, put the hardness at 0, turn up the size, that should do, and as you can see right there, the bottom bit is kind of gone, and it looks a lot better. So that looks better now as we head into the next bit. So what we're going to do, we're just going to repeat this again, but I'm going to do it for another player, and yeah, I'm going to speed through this bit. Right guys, as you can see on your screen right now, I have ended up doing that, and it was pretty easy to do, as you can see on the screen. So that is a nice easy way of getting through them. So we've got a nice pack burst going on there, and yeah, I'm just going to get rid of these bits there. So now it looks a lot more better, and yeah, I've got rid of the best bits, and now it's starting to come together a little bit better. So yeah guys, as we have added these, what we want to do is get the side cards of all the best players from this team of the season, and that is all the La Liga team of the season side cards. Just get the best ones until it runs out. Looks very nice, so I'm going to add in players like the Ronaldo, etc, etc, and again I am going to speed through this part. Right guys, I've added in all the players as you can see on the screen right now. That is going to look like a nice pack opening. So what he's decided to call his new service is Shadow Packs, and as you can see, these are the actual players that he did end up getting, so it's not a clickbait at all. So yeah, it's what we want to do now is add the text. So as you can see, they're both 95 rated, so I'm going to put 95 plus team of the season packs in, and then I'm going to leave that how it is, and I might move Goldin's bit over a little bit more, so up to there, so I can move in into the corner. That looks quite nice. I'm going to do the same for Benzema, make sure he's in the very corner so I can get as much of the text in as big a size as possible. So we're going to press Ctrl T, and then we're going to hold down Shift so the resolution stays the same, and then we're going to make that around the size that it looks nice in. So there we go, and then what we're going to do is add on to the blending options. I'd probably say this is the most confusing part. So we're going to add a stroke. This is how I set it up. We have the size of 1, position should be centre. So that, there we go, you can see it changed a little bit there. And this is what we have it set up as. And there, the location goes up by 10 every single time, just to make the stroke. And it looks fine like how it is. So I'm not going to change that at all. So that is the stroke, how I have that set up. We're going to add an inner glow. So this won't be as big as the text isn't as big as size. So we will have this around 7. Maybe even less, so we just have it at a white, and then we'll add a gradient overlay right there. That'll look alright. This is the gradient that I do have, and this is the colour that I have it on. As you can see, the code here is 6F, 6F, 6F. So that is the code that you'll add in and you get the same colour, and then of course we just have white, so F times 6. So they are the colours that I have it set up as. And then we're going to add an outer glow as well, right there. And as you can see, it is just black, opacity at 75, spread 20, size 20, and then range at 50. So that is how I normally have it. If you want to change it, that is completely down to you. I'm not going to stop you from doing that. But we're going to make this a little bit bigger as the stroke doesn't look the best on it. So that should be alright. And then that's how we're going to keep it. Actually, what I'm going to do is get rid of in, and then I'm going to put in on the bottom line so I can make the text bigger again, so the text can look as big as possible. That looks quite nice right there. So what I might do is change the stroke and then put it on the outside. Yeah, it looks a little bit better like that, so we're going to keep it on the outside. And then on the second line, I'm just going to put in Shadow Packs, as that is his new series name. And then we're going to line it up with 95 punch, Control T, and then hold down Shift. I can see that I have spelled shadow wrong because I am incapable of spelling it. That should do, and what we're going to do is just on the effects, hold down Alt, left click, and then drag it into that, and then as you can see the line in duplicates. But what we're going to do on this one, we're going to change the gradient overlay to this yellow one right here. So this orange that I have it set up as is FF6000, and then it fades into this yellow which is FFF000. So it fades into that quite nicely. And then what we're going to do on the inner glow, we're going to change this to FFF000, so it is exactly the same colour. And as you can see, we can make this a little bit bigger as the text looks bigger. And there you can see the yellow at the bottom of it. It fades into the orange and then fades back into the yellow as we go further up. So that looks quite nice. And then also you could add it as being blue, as it is Team of the Season themed, but it is completely down to you. So finally, across the bottom here, I am going to add AME. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to come back once I have added him in. Right guys, as you can see, I have added him in. So what we're going to do to make this a bit more HD, we're going to press Ctrl J, and then we're going to go up to filter, and then press other, and then high pass. As you can see, this adds in a bit more of a colour in it. You can see the details needed. So you want to put it at around 3.5 so you can see the details, but it remains as a grey. So when we've done that, we're going to press normal, and then we're going to change it to linear light. And as you can see, it looks a lot better. So as we've done that, we'll press merge layers, and then we'll go back up to filter, but we'll press blur, and then Gaussian blur, and then you want to keep it at a minimal, but make sure it doesn't look as blurry as it should do. And I think just under 1, so 0.7 will look alright. I think that looks better, and it smoothens out the edges, etc, etc. So that looks the best I can do by the look of it. But now, as you can see, you've got these blue bits just hanging around that don't look the best. And in this bit, what we're going to simply do is just add the Team of the Season logo, as you can see on your screen right now. This thing right here, we're just going to put that in the thumbnail, and it should be the front layer. There it is. So what we will do is we're going to make this a bit smaller. So make sure you hold down shift as you do so, and then we'll make it around that size. But what we're going to do, we're going to put this all the way under here and make sure it goes under, and as you can see right there, that is how it's going to look. Oh wait, sorry, no, we want it in front of the hue so it holds its colour. And then what we're just simply going to do is make the opacity down. So there, as you can see, 20% should be alright. And then we're just going to press Ctrl J and then keep moving it along to wherever it is to make sure it fills the empty spaces in the background. Just put it anywhere you like. It looks very nice, trust me. Just make sure they don't really overlay as like, so they go there and then it overlaps. Looks pretty stupid then. But then, as you can see, that looks quite nice. And now we've filled in the background a little bit. So what we're going to add now is the Team of the Season packs. So I'm going to get up the grey one, the gold one, sorry. And then I'm just going to put that in the untitled one. This is what we've been making. And then we're going to press Ctrl J and move it across there. And make sure they're in line. And then again, what we're going to do is, but this time we're going to press soft light, and then we're going to do the same for this one. Soft light again, and as you can see, that looks very nice indeed. And that's how we are going to leave it after we've added the final thing, which is this right here. It is my light burst that I do use very often. So we're just going to copy the image, Control V, and then we're going to put this here, and then move it so it goes behind AME. But instead of adding like my YouTube, the YouTuber that I use here, and then we press linear dodge add, you can just add a normal shock face. So for example, I like to use the Home Alone guy, and then we'll press images, and as you can see right here, that is perfect. And then just get rid of the white background yourself, use the magic wand tool, something like that. You can add that in there and that'll look perfectly fine. So there is what it is going to look like. That is my thumbnail tutorial, how to make a Nissan Team of the Season thumbnail. So yeah guys, I did hope this did help you out, and if it did, then please do let me know in the comments below, and also smash that like button if it did help you. Yeah, that's basically the end of the video. So yeah guys, I will catch you a little bit later.